Rolling, quick. Okay, so I know, listen, I get too excited when I see you. So, darling, welcome to Georgette After Dark.
Thank you for having me, my lady.
So, Quinetta, you and I go back
Yes.
to Norfolk State days, but I want to roll it all the way back further than that. You rep Philly.
I do.
So hard.
That I do.
Like to the soul,
I do.
Okay? How has that shaped everything that you've been doing and where you are now, which we're definitely going to get into?
It's just something about Philly, and I think it's hard to explain. You have to go to Philly to really understand our vibe and that feeling that I'm trying to explain now.
Right.
I came from a really bad neighborhood. We didn't really have outlets artistically. I was poor. So all of those things really shaped me. And even though we didn't have much financially, we had love, we had community. You know what I'm saying? So all of those things helped build my foundation to who I am today. And that's why I just go so hard for Philly, because we don't have the outlets, but the heart is there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The creativity is there. Philly is just so creative, and we're just artists, but it's just hard to get out because of
all the things that happen.
You do know how the hood be, you know what I'm saying? Like you see it like, oh, let me go get a 9-to-5, or for the guys it's like, oh, I'm gonna, stand on the corner, sell drugs, and then on the weekends party, Monday do it again. And it's like, it's so much bigger than that.
Right.
And if you are able to get out and experience the world, then come back and be like, yo, it's so much bigger than your block or your city or your state. But,
Like, it's a crazy feeling, because I live in New York where people are like, yeah, I never left New York. I'm just like, why not?
It's hard though, because if you don't know
and you're not
that you don't know, you know what I'm saying, then it's...
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So from Philly to Norfolk,
Philly
Virginia.
to VA, yeah.
So we went to Norfolk State.
We did.
But one thing I always notice and admire about you, girl, you got a mean ass walk, like on that runway. And so we did a couple of fashion shows together, and then you can dance your ass off, but you're a legit professional dancer.
Yes.
But the juxtaposition of your career is so interesting to me. What did you study at Norfolk State?
You're laughing
because when you're here, you're just like, it's like,
I majored in nursing.
Yeah.
And Norfolk State has a great nursing program, by the way. Shout out to NSU.
Right.
I went to school for nursing, but I was dancing all the while I was going to class and, doing my clinicals at the hospital. And it was about my junior year when I realized, or I found out I can actually dance professionally as a career.
Oh, wow.
And so that's when I was like, okay, hold up. I'm going to just go ahead and get this degree real quick. And then I'm out. Like, I'm going to see what's good with this dancing. So, it was around junior year where I made the decision to have 2 careers at the same time.
But I love the opposite. I just love the fact, and when we get to it, I'm gonna be like, are you the one they go to if they get cut? They bust their toe? Like, what happens? So did you get your dancing, like once you found out it was a thing, did you start doing that in on the East Coast before you moved to LA? What was the real switch, or the light switch, or the turnkey that changed, like, yo, I'm about to pursue this professionally?
Well, from the beginning, and my mom used to tell me stories, I've always been dancing. She said I used to dance to TV commercials, sing and dance to the TV commercials, like little Kicks commercials. Right. Like that. So, and then throughout my span of life thus far, people will come up after performance and be like, oh my God, you did such a good job. But once I got to college, and it was people who I looked up to who were coming to me and my dance group, and they were like, oh my God, you guys are amazing. Like, y'all need to, and then they were like throwing out suggestions, like, y'all need to move to Atlanta, or y'all need to move to LA. That's when it was like, that's when I kind of took it more seriously. Like, okay, well, I don't feel like they would lie to us. I don't feel like they would lie to me. Mm-hmm. So maybe, let me see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been trained in any style of dance, so I would just watch it. But to just have that encouragement from friends and family, and even strangers, that kind of gave me the boost to like really try to see what was good with it initially.
Right. So can we fast forward to you now living in LA?
Yes.
Can we talk about the span of the things that you've worked on that people may have seen you in video wise, and then we're gonna get to like the kind of the life changing moment in your career.
Well, my first major video, when I first moved out here at the end of 2009, I booked a video with Usher.
Girl, that was my jam.
Daddy's home. Yeah. And I got so much. My family was happy, right? But the men in my family were like, all right, the video was dope, but why you had to grab his crotch? I'm like, I didn't
I missed
grab
that
his.
part.
So I was the girl who like had to put her hand
Up
under.
right.
But I was on his abdomen.
Yeah.
I didn't touch his junk. But all the
but
men
it looked like that was
all
provocative.
the men in my family was
Yeah.
like, why they pick you to be the girl? I'm like, y'all, they didn't pick me specifically. It was just like vibing, and they was like, you go here,
And the dance
you
was
go
by
down.
the end of
and-
the, yeah.
But that was my first major video. After that, I did Estelle. I don't know if you remember her song "Freak." It was like, I can be a freak.
Yes.
I was the black girl. I had this really long bun, and my face was painted red, and I had on like this black catsuit, and I was whacking. It's a style of dance called whacking.
The real turn up is you went on tour with Beyonce.
I did.
As one of her dancers. So if
I
y'all didn't know,
did.
like NFL, you were out there for the Super Bowl.
I was, yeah.
You were in her visual album
I
Lemonade.
was, yep.
Can we just you were even in the
7-Eleven.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where it started.
With the pajamas.
That's where it started.
How did you connect with her?
So the dance industry is big, but it's small at the same time, if that makes sense. So up until then, I think that was around like 2014, 15. You know, I was meeting people. I built relationships. People knew I could dance or whatever. And a friend of mine who knew the choreographer, the choreographer asked him, did he know any dope black girls to do a video? And he didn't specify what it was. So he mentioned me. So my friend called me like, look, are you available to come to this quick audition? I'm like, yeah, cool, where's that? Send me the info. I went, and it was about 10 of us. And when we got there, choreographer Chris Grant, which is now one of my good friends, he was there, and he explained to us, he was like, all right, this is a music video for Beyonce. He was like, it's very much off of vibe, so we just want to see y'all freestyle, and we're gonna pick 6 to 8 girls. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I was just in there being silly, you know, doing just whatever, rocking out, vibing. So he was like, all right, by the end of tonight, you should know. We'll send you an email if you got it or not. But then the next day, he was like, all right, I need y'all to come back in one more time. So when we came the second day, it was 8 of us. So he was like, it's either gonna be all 8 of y'all or it's gonna be 6 of y'all. So I need y'all to do the same thing, just vibe, freestyle, whatever. And tonight, y'all will know because we shooting tomorrow. I got that email that night that I had booked the video for Beyonce. And so then the next day, it was just so much fun. What y'all see on the video is exactly how the day went. It was so chill. Everybody was just being silly.
And
they was just like, just put this t-shirt on, just throw these little men underwear on, and just be.
it.
And exactly what you guys see is what it is. Nothing was like forced to anything. We were all standing on the balcony, and they would be like, somebody do something stupid, and then we would just be like, do that little, that little dance we did, or this,
Wow.
People were just throwing out silly movement that we can do. So after that, I was on the radar, okay?
You were on Beyonce's
I was on the
radar.
And then at the end of 2015 is when I got the call that to shoot some more music videos. And then January, blessed to get the call to do Super Bowl. And then we had no clue that it was gonna be
as dynamic and
man.
Wow.
And what was also so epic about it was that it was 30 black women. And you never see that in the dance industry.
Yeah.
You never see that many black women all together at the same time on the same stage.
Right.
They always try to do like the whole
performances.
diversity thing, and it's usually only one black. If they're looking for 4 girls, it's only gonna be like one black girl.
Right.
If they're looking for 8 girls, it's gonna be like one black girl and then maybe a mixed kind of girl who could be black or like Spanish or something. So for her to hire 30 black women was just historical. You've never seen that before.
Absolutely.
We were hitting different formations, hence the song formation, but it was just, it was one of those moments that you'll never forget. Like I just, still to this day, I can go back to those feelings. I'm just so honored. So she's very involved in everything that she does. It has intention.
Yeah.
And so that was just inspiring to see, and I kind of pulled from that, and it helped me to do everything with intention. You know what I'm saying? So it was just inspiring, and she's just one of those, and she's so humble. Like, there's just a level of excellence that's required when you're working with her. In all areas, like I said,
excuses.
Whether it's dancing, singing, if you're putting a stage together, if you got something to do with like if the weather and letting us know if it's cool to perform or not, it has to be excellent. You have to be excellent. There is no mediocrity. And that's why every time you see a performance or you see a tour, it's perfection.
Right.
Because the requirements are above and beyond, and it helps you to pull something out of you that you may not thought you had.
Oh,
you know
I love
what I'm saying?
that.
So you're growing at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful experience.
Switching gears a little bit. So you have a podcast as well called On the Come Up.
I do. When we say the title, we say On the Come Up.
Oh, true.
The
Yes.
little emoji.
What is that about? What made you want to do a podcast along with the other things that you're doing?
So, you know, when you're with your friends and y'all make a joke, everybody laughing, when you be like, oh my God, we need our own show. We used to always do that. So one day, we were at my house, me and my two best friends, Michelle Mitchner and Janine Holcomb. And Michelle was like, we were in there being silly, and Michelle was like, yo, man, we need our own show. And then we looked at each other like, no, for real, like, we need our own show. And so right then and there, we just started writing down ideas, like what the name could be, what it would be about. And we honed in on the Come Up. And pretty much On the Come Up is a show that highlights individuals who are on the come up in their respective field. It could be acting, writing, cooking, whatever. If you're on the come up in that field and you're making a difference in your community and you're impacting it in a positive light, we want to highlight you. We want to hear your story. We just want to put you on a platform. And it's pretty much just giving us a platform to show people like we do more than what's portrayed on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What they're trying to, that stereotype that they're trying to push is not what it is. This is actually what we're doing here. And this is what we're doing for the community.
And you all have been doing this for how long now? Because I feel like I've been seeing this on Instagram and stuff like that for a minute.
I think it was 2015 was season 1.
Yep.
2015 was season 1, and then last year was our season 2. So 2015 was more of a, we recorded it and dropped episodes each week. And then for our second season was more of a podcast where we went live every Sunday.
Yep.
And then if you didn't catch it live, we would just post it on our YouTube
Wait, what
page.
platforms are you? I gotta find you because I'm really into podcasts.
We were on morrismedialive.com.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a radio station in Leimert Park.
Okay. What's next?
More dancing.
Okay.
More dancing. I just recently was a part of an episode for the new Step Up series that's coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't
I'm not
wait
sure
to
when
see
it's
you in
dropping, but just filmed for that. Was dancing in that. I did a couple music videos recently. Did a little bit of modeling. I'm doing a little bit of modeling and hosting. So just still continuing.
Is there time for love in there? I mean,
absolutely, absolutely.
The emphasis,
yes.
of course.
Always time for love.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to stop being single and selfish. I gotta work on that.
Just continue to focus on you, and it'll come. And that's exactly what happened with me. Like I wasn't even checking for it. I was, focused on me bettering who I was as a woman.
Yep.
And it just floated my way.
Okay, so now we got to get real lighthearted and comedic with it. New segment called After Dark.
Lord.
She's like, what you about to ask me? So this is the point where I guess the audience gets a chance to see and learn more about you outside of your work and your accomplishments. Okay. We're going to warm up a little bit. Okay.
I'm ready.
What's your favorite romantic comedy you watch after dark? And after dark can mean, after hours, laying with bae, whatever.
Romantic comedy? I'm not sure. Is it? Well, I guess.
Or what if you have a favorite movie that y'all watch
together?
Yeah. They don't be watching no movies, y'all. Technically.
We watch a lot of movies. One movie that we do watch often is White Chicks.
That's hilarious.
Juice.
Really? Well, Quinny, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. I can't wait to see the dopeness and what you got in store for us. And how can they find you? You
can find me on Instagram at Quinny from Philly, no O in the from. So QUI.
Oh, yes, good point, good point.
QUINNYFRMPHILLY on Instagram. And then Facebook is Quinetta Wilmington. Snapchat is Quinny from Philly, no O in the from.
Yeah. You gonna rep that till you die, honey. Okay,
I got to, man. My city made me. I love my city.
Oh my gosh.
Death.
I am not mad at
everybody that comes out of Philly is great. Music Soul Child, Meek Mills, Jill Scott, Bilal. You know what I'm saying? We just...
Who would you choose, favorite artist, between music?
I know, it's different categories.
It is. Okay, Music Soul Child or Jill Scott?
Come on, man.
I know, that's tough. I had to throw it in there.
Come on, you can't do that. Really? So yeah, man, I just, all the artists from Philly really inspired me to just be even greater. And then at the same time, go back and go to those underprivileged neighborhoods and be like, yo, you could do it. And I've been actually doing a bit of that. I've gone back and I would teach classes.
I was gonna say.
But then I would also do a Q&A afterwards where the kids could ask me whatever they want, and I would just giving them a piece of my story to be like, yo, I came from the hood. I know exactly what you're going through. Is so much more than this. Yeah. This is gonna make you stronger. Like
people don't know the journey. People don't know the journey. Like people can see like, oh my gosh, she dances for Beyonce, but it's like, yo, this took her a good. What, you've been dancing for like 22 years, 20 years?
I've been dancing all my life. Professionally, since 2009. But
what?
But yeah.
Girl out. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to
amazing.
See the rest of it.
I hope I answered all the questions.
You did. And listen, we have to do a part 2 because there's so much more. And some more After Dark parts. I gotta, because we gotta get in your business. You are engaged. So, boo. Until the next time.
Yes.
Air kisses me.